The story begins with Lily, a young, hardworking woman living in New York City. She works 2 jobs to support herself after losing her parents at a young age. One day, she stumbles upon Amor, a charming and mysterious man at a cafe. He's different. He doesn't fit the stereotype of a wealthy, arrogant man, despite his polished appearance and quiet confidence. They start talking over coffee, and what began as small talk quickly becomes something deeper. He listens to her dreams, her struggles, and her passion for design, all the while seeming strangely familiar, but Lily can't put her finger on why. Amor is down to earth, humble, and treats her like an equal. Their connection grows over the following weeks as they share time together, exploring the city and talking late into the night. It's a whirlwind romance, but Lily can't help but feel that Amir's life is more complicated than it seems. Lily begins to notice odd things about Amor. He disappears for days at a time, often on urgent business trips, and comes back with extravagant gifts and stories of exotic places. His kindness, generosity, and quiet strength intrigue her, but his air of secrecy makes her curious. One evening, Amor invites Lily to a lavish dinner at a luxury restaurant. There, she meets some influential people who seem to know him in a way that others don't. One of them refers to him as His Highness, but when Lily looks at Amor, he simply smiles, brushing it off as a misunderstanding. Her doubts continue to grow, and after an intimate night together, she confronts him. Amor, hesitating for the first time, finally admits the truth: he is the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. Shocked, Lily feels betrayed. Everything about him, his humility, his down-to-earth personality, was a lie. Lily grapples with the revelation. Her life in America is simple, grounded in reality, and she can't fathom a life in a world so foreign to her. Amor tries to explain, but Lily feels as though everything she thought she knew about him is built on a facade. She pulls away from him, unsure of what to believe or how to move forward. Amor pleads with her to come to Saudi Arabia and meet his family, to understand the pressure and the responsibilities he has inherited. After much contemplation, Lily reluctantly agrees, her heart torn between love and disbelief. Lily steps off the plane into a land of opulence, culture, and luxury beyond her wildest dreams. Amor takes her to his family's grand palace, a breathtaking display of wealth and tradition. The contrast between her modest life in New York and his regal world is overwhelming. She meets his family, and while they welcome her warmly, the weight of their expectations and the burden of tradition hang heavy in the air. She feels out of place in the grand halls, unable to escape the feeling that she's an outsider in a world that isn't her own. Amor, seeing her discomfort, reassures her that his love for her hasn't changed. He tells her that he's not like his family, that he wants a life with her, a life where they build their own future together, free from the constraints of royal duty. As the days pass, Amir's love for Lily becomes more evident. He takes her on private excursions, showing her the beauty of his country, the culture, the people, and the history. Yet, Lily's inner conflict grows stronger. She's unsure whether she can leave behind everything she knows in America and accept the role of a princess. One evening, Amor makes a heartfelt confession. He doesn't want her to just be his wife. He wants her to be happy, to live the life she's always dreamed of. But that life is with him. He tells her that if she can't accept his world, he will leave it all behind for her. Back in Saudi Arabia, the pressure intensifies. The royal family expects Amor to choose a woman from a long, established line of aristocrats, but Amir's refusal to follow tradition causes tension. He continues to defend Lily, even when his advisors warn him of the consequences. Lily struggles to reconcile the love she feels for Amor with the idea of a life so different from the one she's built. Her friends and family in America tell her she deserves a life of her own, but the idea of walking away from Amor and everything they've shared feels impossible. Lily's internal battle reaches a breaking point. One night, she tells Amor that she can't live in his world. She loves him, but the price of being with him, leaving everything behind in America, including her dreams and independence, seems too high. The pain in his eyes mirrors the pain in her heart, but she knows she must go back to her life. Amor is heartbroken, but he respects her decision, even though it tears him apart. He promises that no matter what, he will always love her. He lets her go, knowing it's the hardest thing he's ever done. Back in America, Lily feels lost. She tries to move on, but nothing feels the same without Amor. The life she once knew now feels small and unfulfilling. She misses his laughter, the way he looked at her, and the deep connection they shared. Weeks go by, and Lily can't forget about Amor. She realizes that her love for him is something that can't be erased. Her dreams of designing and living a quiet, peaceful life suddenly seem insignificant in comparison to the love she feels for him. Amor comes to America, determined to win her back. He arrives unannounced at her apartment, and when Lily opens the door, she's taken aback. Amor looks at her, his eyes filled with the same love and longing he's always had for her. He tells her he has made arrangements to have a life with her, one where she can pursue her passions in a way that makes her feel fulfilled. He promises her a home in Saudi Arabia that will be all hers, a life that blends both their worlds. Lily returns to Saudi Arabia with Amor, and it's there that she finds her place. Amor gives her the space and freedom to design, to build her career while he supports her every step of the way. They live in a beautiful home, surrounded by the love and respect of his family. But most importantly, they live for each other. The cultural differences become less daunting as Lily finds her own rhythm in this new life, and with Amor by her side, she realizes that love isn't about the place you call home. It's about the person you're with and the life you build together. And so, a poor girl from New York, who once struggled just to get by, found a love that crossed continents, cultures, and crowns. Lily didn't just marry a prince, she found a partner, a man who didn't ask her to shrink to fit into his world, but expanded his world to make room for her dreams. In the golden sands of Saudi Arabia, beneath the same stars she used to wish on in America, she built a new life not as a shadow of his royalty, but as a queen in her own right, because sometimes, love doesn't ask you to choose between two worlds. It invites you to build a new one together. This has been another true to heart tale from Reckoning Files. If you believe love can rewrite destiny, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because the next story might just be your favorite yet.